All right, blessings, blessings. Welcome to Congregation Rehoboth Thursday. Actually, it's Friday night Torah Talks, and Shabbat Shalom to you. We're here on Thursdays usually, but we're here on Shabbat with our Parashat reading and discussion slash lesson tonight. And so I'm looking forward to sharing this Parashat Torah portion with you guys. And in this lesson tonight, y'all, um, Abraham's wife, Sarah, um, which was his half sister also, he passes away at 127 years old. And Abraham searches for a place to bury her. It's interesting where he chose to bury her because on in one sense, Abraham is showing faith in the promise that Yah gave to him. All right. Notice that he didn't take Sarah back to their native home. Can someone tell us where was Abraham and Sarah's native home? Where did they come from? Does anyone remember where they came from? All right, I'll let you think about that as we continue. Abraham searches for a wife for his son, for Isaac, and Abraham sends his servant to find a wife for Isaac. The servant meets Rebekah at the well where she provides water for him. And not only for him, for the servant, but also for the camels as well. Um, and then Abraham married Keturah. Abraham found another wife, married Keturah, and he had 6 more sons with Keturah. And then Abraham passes away at the age of 175 years old. All right. And so we're going to get into this tonight, guys. And I'm looking forward to dealing with the content of this lesson that we're going to be dealing with tonight. And so, again, I would like you to share your comments, your questions, or anything, something in the text that made you say, I didn't even know that, or wow, that was interesting. Share those comments. We want to hear from you. All right. I'm going to start off first, and this is going to be the teaching portion of the lesson. And it kind of goes with the book that I'm giving away. Kind of goes with this book that I'm giving away tonight by Gert Mueller. And, the ancient, I know he uses the word, I would have said so called Black Hebrews. All right. And so it kind of goes with this lesson tonight. So let's look at Genesis. Let's go if we can to Genesis chapter 24. And I want to show you guys a couple things that I noticed from this chapter. And so Genesis chapter 24 and, all right, no, Genesis 23, sorry. Genesis 23, sorry about that. Genesis chapter 23 and verse number 4. Now I'm going to be asking questions. And so I would like you guys to, try to remember and participate with us here tonight. And so verse 4 says this. Oh, also, guys, if you can go on to, do me a favor, go to Facebook, go to your Facebook page. Don't forget to do that. Go to your Facebook page. Remember, thumb up the video and share the live. Thumb up the video and then share the live. And make sure. So I'm going to go right now and do exactly what I'm asking you guys to do. Okay. All right. And I'm going to go to our other page, Congregation Rehoboth, and do the same thing. All right. All right. Blessings. So if you guys can do the same, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay. She's from the Chaldees. Chaldea. Okay. Now, can someone tell us where is Chaldea? What is the full name? What is the full name? There's a full name of this place that Abraham and Sarah are from. Can someone tell us where that is? Oh, I'm looking forward to this lesson tonight, y'all. Okay, of the Chaldees. Okay, now, can someone tell me where is Where is at? See, now we're going to get into this lesson because we need to be able to understand where these places are. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
It's in modern day Iraq.
It's in modern day Iraq. That is a huge point that I want to show you guys. It's also known. See, you guys need. I want you to write these things down. So they were from of the Chaldees. It was called modern day, and then it was called modern day. It's in modern day Iraq. But another word for, does anyone know another name for that place that's in the Bible? Can anyone guess? So we have of the Chaldees. We have Iraq, Sister Ben said, is modern day Iraq. Does anyone know another place? Or what it's also called? All right, I'm going to put this up here. So it's called of the Chaldees. I think I spelled that wrong. Let me see if I spelled that wrong. I think I did. It should be 2 E's. See, I knew it. And excuse me. So that's in, if we can go to, I'm going to put the scripture here, Genesis chapter 15 and verse 7. Can someone go there? Genesis 15 and 7. Because I want to show you guys this. So let me read this verse first. Genesis chapter 23 and 4. Then we're going to go to Genesis 15 and 7. So Genesis 15, 23 and 4. I am a stranger, Abraham said. Okay, well, the reason why he said he was a stranger is because we know that he was from these places that are listed that you guys just gave. So the question is this: where is he at right now? Where is Abraham located right now? If he's telling people that he is a stranger, where is he at telling them that he's a stranger?
He's in Canaan.
Okay. Now he's in Canaan. That's now according to the text, though. What verse tells us that?
Hold on, I don't know. The Hittites. Let me see.
Do you have your screen up? Can you see your screen?
I minimized it to look at another screen.
Oh, okay.
Sarah died in Kir, the same as Hebron in the land of Canaan. 23.
Bir Lahai, yes, Bir Lahai, Bir Lahairoi. Bir Lahairoi is the same as Canaan. Now, Bir Lahairoi is very interesting. I'm going to show you guys this. See, this is called a geographical study. Let me show you Bir Lahairoi. Okay. Let me show you this. Okay, Bir Lahairoi is right here. See Bir Lahairoi down here and highlighted in the yellow. And they have arrows going to right here, right by Hebron. It is right here. This is Bir Lahairoi. Now you got to remember that this was promised to Abraham. So this is not even the land of Israel right now. It's the land, as Sister Ben says, the land of Canaan right now. Right? So, and you can see up here at the top right here, it tells you it's Canaan. Right here at the top, right on top of Shechem. All right. And this is the land of Canaan, which will become Israel. Okay. And so I want to show you something. I want to show you this. Let's go to Genesis 15 now, because we need to be able to see Genesis 15 and 7. Because what I want to show you is where Abraham came from. Genesis 15 and 7. Okay.
And he said unto him, I am the Lord that brought thee out of Ur of the Chaldees to give this land to inherit it.
Okay. So he brought them out of Ur of the Chaldees. And I want to show you where that's located also. I want to show you that. So give me a second here. This is very important, y'all, to our study. And I want us to really, excuse me, I want us to have a grasp on this geography, which I love. I love this geography, and I want to bring it to you. I want to introduce it and incorporate it into our study, and hopefully into your study also. Okay. So let me put this in here. Unfortunately, Mother Jones, you can't see this. Okay. All right. So let me show you this. So we have the land of Ur, all this yellow. Look at all this yellow. This was the land of Ur. Sorry. Ur of the Chaldees, not the land of Ur, but this was Ur of the Chaldees. All right. And it's pointing to this red little area down here. If you can see my little mouse. Ur is right here in the green. And look notice, do you guys see, this is also called Mesopotamia. It's also called Mesopotamia, but you don't see Mesopotamia in here, anywhere in here, do you? You don't see Mesopotamia anywhere in here. So this is where Abraham came from. So he came all the way from this green area here. And what direction did he go into? Did he go east or did he go west? So let me put this other map up. So look at the Salton Sea. The Salton Sea. You have Beersheba. You have Edom. You have Rehoboth. You have all these areas. Salton Sea is probably the. No, but it's not on here. So let's see what's on here that you would know. Beersheba, Joppa. Let's see. Well, let me just say this. So you can see Canaanites over here, right? Do you guys see my mouse? See where these dolphins are? I don't know why these dolphins are here. Look to the right of these dolphins and you'll see Canaanites. All of this like color here. Okay. Notice the Egyptian kingdom is the same color as the kingdom of the Canaanites. We're going to get into that a little bit when we go to Genesis 10. So we have, we look over here. All this is the land of Canaan by this ocean. Can someone tell me what sea this is to the left right here? What sea is that? This blue area. It's the Mediterranean. All right. So we see the Canaanites right here in this red. So Abraham came from this green area over here where it says Ur of the Chaldees all the way over to this area right in here. This area right in here. As we see from this map, Bir Lahai is right close to the coast. It's close to the coast, right where it gets ready to curve around to Egypt. And we can see Abraham. So if you look at this area called the Canaanites, where this area is curving around to Egypt, Abraham was somewhere in this area right here. So he came all the way over here and he went west. He went west. All right. And so this is what Genesis 15:7 says. He brought him out of Ur of the Chaldees to give thee the land to inherit. And so this land here was the land that Abraham was going to inherit. And he came all the way out and he walked all the way westward. But I want you to notice something. Notice these countries inside of this area. You have Babylon here, which is modern day Iraq. You have Sumer, which we can call Sumeria. Now, Sumeria is very important, you guys. Please bear with me. Sumeria is very important. And I'm going to get to why it's important. But Bir Lahai, so if you look at verse 4 in Genesis 23, you can go back to Genesis 23. I want to show you this. This stuff is important. Okay, so Abraham says he's a stranger. And what verse is Bir Lahai? I had it in verse 4, but hold on. In Genesis 23. Wait a minute. So, guys, what verse is Bir Lahai in Genesis 23? Can someone help me? We want to participate, yes? I thought I had that in 23. Huh. Maybe it was in 24. No one sees it. Am I in the right verse?
I think it was called something else in the version you were reading.
Oh, you could be right. So let's see. Bibles. And why is it called something else? You're messing my lesson up. I'm messing my lesson up. Oh, that's strange. Huh. Yeah, notice instead of Hittites, I want to show you guys something. Do you see what they're calling the Hittites? Well, instead of calling them Hittites, they're calling them something quite different. Look at verse 3. Verse 3 says, the
Curious.
sons. Verse 3 says, the sons of Heth. Now, the sons of Heth are the Hittites. You guys see that? And Canaan was the father of Heth. Now, let's do a little search history. Let's do a little history. Now we go back to Genesis 15. I want to show you guys this. Because Abraham said, I am a stranger in this land called Bir Lahai, which is where the people of Heth or the Hittites are from. Are y'all with me? Okay, so these Hittites. So let's go back to Genesis chapter 15. Sorry, Genesis 10. Genesis 10. And let's go to verse 8. Genesis 10, actually verse 7. Hold on. Verse 6. Let's go to verse 6. Let's look at verse 6, y'all. And the sons of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. It's very important. So I want to show you guys. Can someone tell me what country is modern day Cush? Oh, this is
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Okay. I hope you guys are writing these notes down. Cush is the modern day country of Ethiopia. Hold on. I have a hold on. Hold on. Hey. Did I have that book here? I just had that book. Hold on. Man, I can't anyways, Kush is Ethiopia. Now, what continent is Ethiopia on?
Africa.
Absolutely, that's a continent. Now I want to show you this because it's very important that we understand this location where Abraham was. Are y'all with me? Indeed. All right. Can I show you guys a picture?
Amen.
Can I show you a picture of it? I'm a visual learner, and excuse me, I know that visual learning is very important. And I'm going to show you a picture because I want to show you where Abraham was. Okay. And I'm going to show you step by step so that there's no question about what I'm going to be saying here tonight. Yes, indeed. Okay. Insert. I'm going to insert this. Okay. So I just named okay. So verse 6 says the sons of Ham were Cush. You guys see Cush right there? It's right next door to Eritrea. Sorry. Eritrea. And this is Ethiopia right here. Then you have Somalia over here to the east. You have Djibouti over here in the middle, and then Eritrea, and then Ethiopia is right here. All this area was called Cush. Then it says in verse 6, Mizraim. Look at where Mizraim is in the yellow. Modern day what?
Egypt.
Modern day Egypt. And then it says Put, which is right here. This is Put, which is modern day Libya. You see that, family? Now, what I want to do is show you a better picture. Because
what is the green representing up at the top? There's another color up there.
That is Canaan.
Canaan.
Yep. Now I'm going to show you a better picture so that you can see all of them. Okay. And I'm going to replace this picture. Okay. All right. So we got Ethiopia down here in the green. We have Egypt right here in the orange. We have Put, which is Libya right here. And then over here, all of this area here is Canaan up here, right on the other side of Egypt. All of this area. Okay. Now notice that all of these nations, look at this woman right here on that picture. They look just like her. All right. Not in facial features too, to some degree, but mostly in melanin. All right. And this is very important as we continue to go forth. Now let's keep reading. Let's keep reading our scriptures. Because we're looking at the land that Abraham went to. See this woman right here? This was see, Iraq is right here. He left this area. Hold on. Share it again. Abraham left this area where this right above this woman's head, Iraq. Let me show you the picture again. Because look, we're going to get this right. Iraq is right down here. Babylon is right here, which is another word for Iraq. It's an ancient name for Iraq. Okay. And he came all the way over to the Canaanite area. Okay, now watch this. The area that Abraham left was right above this woman's head. And he came all the way over to this area here. Can you guys see that? Right above her head is where Abraham left. He came all the way over here to where the sea, where the landmass begins to curve. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay. And the people in that region, guys, were not European. I'm going to say that again, very clear. The people in that region, they were not European. Now, that's going to be very important as we continue to read these scriptures. Okay. Verse 7. And the sons of Cush. Okay. The sons of Cush were the sons of Ethiopia. These are the people that would eventually inhabit Ethiopia. All right. Now it tells us in verse 8, Cush begat Nimrod and began to be mighty one in the earth. All right. So you go through all of these different people groups, and these people became modern day Ethiopians. Now let's go to verse 13. So now he mentions Cush in verse 6. Now we're going to go to Mizraim in verse 13. And Mizraim, which is modern day, not modern day. Now I want to be careful. Look at what these ancient people look like over here. These ancient people, they look just like her. They look just like her. They were not Europeans. Now, you got to remember, back in the first European nation to come to this region, guys, was Greece. It was Greece in 329 BC. This is long before 329 BC, guys. Long before. Now, watch this. In Mizraim, so all of these people from verse 13, 14, 15. Now look at 15. And Canaan begot Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, or the people called the Hittites. Okay? And then look at this. Look at all these people, of these children of Canaan. The Hittites are Heth, the Jebusites, the Amorite, the Girgashite, the Hivite, the Archite, and the Sinite. You see all these people that Ham begat, or Canaan begat? All right. And so I want to stop here. I want to stop with Ham, because we're going to go back to our lesson. I want to show you this because this is very important in understanding who. So we looked at Genesis 10. Now let's look at Deuteronomy chapter 7. Deuteronomy chapter 7, and we're going to look at verse 1. Deuteronomy 7, verse 1. When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess, and hath cast out many nations before thee. Now, who's he going to cast out? Look at all these names, guys. These 7 nations. The Hittites, which are the people of Heth, that descended from Heth. The Girgashites, the Amorites. Look at these Canaanites. The Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. Okay? Now, this is very important because we see that these individuals came from Noah, and we can see from this lady on this picture here, these ancient people from Cush. Now, let me just say this. When you look at Egyptians, do they look European to you? Come on, let's talk about this. When you meet an Egyptian, an Ethiopian person, do they look Egyptian or do they look like us?
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
I said, when you see Egyptians, do they look like Europeans or do they look like us?
I haven't met many Egyptians, but the couple of I have met, I would say, look,
not Egyptians, but Ethiopians.
Oh, they're brown skin like us.
They're brown just like us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you've ever seen any people from Libya, ancient Libyans look like us. Ancient Egyptians look like us. They all look the same because they're from Noah. They all look the same, y'all. Okay? We're talking about ancient. We're not talking about modern day. We're talking about ancient Libyans, ancient Egyptians, and ancient Ethiopians. Okay? And watch this, ancient Canaanites. Now, we can see that these people in the land in Deuteronomy 7:1, the Lord said he was going to kick out all these nations who came from the line of Canaan. Remember that in Genesis chapter 10? They came from the line of Canaan. You guys remember that? That was verse 16. Starting with verse 16. Or verse 15. Look. And Canaan begot Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, Jebusite, Amorite, Girgashite, Hivite, Archite, and the Sinite. You see that? These are all the Canaanites. These are the people of Canaan. Okay? And they look just like this woman on this picture here. They look just like her. All right? So we can see Abraham said he was a stranger and a sojourner, a foreigner. Now, I do want to say this. If we go back to Genesis 23, or 24, sorry, Genesis 24 and verse 3, notice what Abraham says. And I will make thee swear by the Lord thy God of heaven and the God of earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites. You see that? He's talking about all of these people that it wasn't about how they looked, but it was most about their belief system. They did not believe in the God of Israel, the Yah of Israel. And that is the main reason why Abraham did not want his son Isaac. Sorry, not Isaac, but Isaac did not want his son Jacob to marry a Canaanite. It was because of their different religious beliefs, their different faith. And this is very important. So for most of us, we know that we should marry a person that believes just like us. They should be in the Torah. They should believe in Yeshua. But there are other things that you have to agree on as well. It's not just the faith. That's the foundation. But there are other important biblical principles that need to be agreed on and talked about first. Not what color is your favorite color. Okay, not whether or not you like the beach or do you like the mountains. What? You can figure that out later. But what you need to communicate and get a good understanding of when you're getting ready to get married, like Isaac desired for Jacob, is whether or not that individual loves Abba Yah and Yeshua just like you. All this stuff about whether you like the water or the snow, please. Look, all that stuff you're not going to even go visit because you're going to be arguing half the time because you're not going to get along and you don't even want to go to the snow or the water with them. Come on and go with me here. So Isaac says, please don't marry one. Please don't let my son marry one of these women they're going to be disagreeing and getting into domestic disputes with. Please do not marry this woman. Please do not marry these women. All right. But notice how Abraham, so I keep saying Abraham, notice how Isaac, wait, hold on, y'all, because I'm getting my people mixed up here. It was Abraham to Isaac. He said, don't let Isaac marry one of these women. Notice how Abraham didn't mind using their land to bury his wife, Sarah. Did you guys see that in Genesis 23, where he asked those men, hey, yes, exactly. In verse 4, he said, I'm a stranger and sojourner with you. Give me a possession for a burying place with you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight. And the children of Heth answered him. So watch this. These children of Ham, these people who have different beliefs, answered him saying, yes, my Lord, whatever you want. Can someone tell me, why would Abraham bury his wife in a place where he didn't want his son to marry their daughters?
It was 500 miles away from home. It would have taken a long time to take her back to bury her. It would have rotted and smelled by that time, you know.
Oh yeah, but he didn't have to take her that far. He could have took her out of, the land of, he could have got her. Do you think that he chose that place also because he knew and believed that the promise that Yah had given him, that this is going to be the land that I promised to you? So eventually this is going to be your land anyway. And so Sarah was by faith being buried in the land that she was going to possess, that they were going to possess anyways. Think that could have played a part in it? Abraham knowing that?
Yeah.
All right. So I want to get back to this place where it's called Mesopotamia. And I want to prove a point here. Okay. I want to prove a point. So I want to read something to you real quick. This word Mesopotamia is made up of two words. Okay. It's made up of two words. Can you guys see my screen here? Let me make this larger. Okay, so Mesopotamia. You guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, so this is two words. Okay. Meso is one word. Can someone tell me what do you think meso means? Remember mesoderm? Remember endoderm is on the inside.
Middle. Meso's middle.
Okay, middle. And then someone's gonna have to cut down there.
I think they're muted.
Okay. Potamia. So remember, meso, this is a Greek word. Meso. That's why you got to understand, guys, when we talk about medicine, when we talk about this allopathic, our hospitals, and we talk about our health system in this country, guys, all of it comes from Greece. It comes from Greece. So you have a whole group of people who have influenced the language and the understanding of how to practice medicine. And they're not using us as the standards, they're using their own people. And this is why when they say that, you have high blood pressure, well, that may be true and it may not be true, because it's based on a European standard that they're using. They're using a 40 to 45-year-old white man to determine what is the standard level that your blood pressure should be at. All right. And so that goes with all other medical, like, for example, what do they call, I don't know if you remember, what did Kobe Bryant injure in his one of his games? What is that? In his last games, he injured something on his foot. You guys remember what that was?
I'm sorry, repeat.
Kobe Bryant, in his last games, he injured his foot. Does anyone remember what foot injury he had? Or let me give you a better example.
Achilles.
What is it? Come on, sister. I heard Sister Elizabeth say it.
Achilles, but I got it from Kevin.
Look at Kev. That's all right. Y'all won anyway, so y'all all got it together. He injured his Achilles tendon. Remember that? Y'all remember that? His Achilles tendon. Now, who do we know that to be in history? And where are they from?
Greece. So
Okay.
they are from Greece, and I vaguely remember the story. I was gonna guess Achilles tendon. I didn't really know what he injured, by the way. But he did something and got his Achilles chopped. That back piece of the ankle.
Yeah, in battle, he injured the back part of his foot, which is known now as the Achilles heel. That's
Achilles.
That's how he was defeated due to that injury.
Exactly. Which proves another point that our medical system is based on another people's culture, language, and physiological makeup. Okay? I can go on and on about the body, how it comes from Greek philosophy and understanding. Can someone think of any other body parts that has a Greek origin? Told y'all I was gonna make y'all think a little bit tonight. I need to show y'all this because anyone think of any other body parts that may have Greek origins?
Coccyx, because the curved shape of the bone resembles B.
Somebody.
Yeah, coccyx. Kevin looked up.
The coxswains.
Coccyx. The coccyx bone.
I don't even know what that is.
It's around the right there around the lower spine, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Any others? What about the chest area? They call it the thoracic. Isn't the chest called the the thoracic?
That is the thoracic region. I didn't know it was big.
Yep. That's named after Thor. Oh, yes. Y'all see that?
If you just look up Greek or Latin or Greek body parts, there's a lot of root words in a lot of the
Absolutely.
dictionary.
Absolutely. Absolutely, y'all. And so
The
what I'm trying
Sephel.
to show. Oh, go ahead, Kevin.
I'm sorry. Also, the Sephel, which is the head.
Oh, yeah. It's called the Kephaleh. Yeah, that's head in Greek. Absolutely. All of these things, guys, have a Greek origin. And so let me tell you what. Look at my screen. See the word Mesopotamia? The Greeks named this, they renamed this area. Meso means middle. Potamia means between the rivers. Whoo! Oh, this is going to get deep. Now watch this. You see Mesopotamia, right? In this area, all these people where Abraham came from. Remember, this is where Abraham came from. This entire area is called the Mesopotamian area. Okay, are y'all with me? Where people like this woman came from, all of this area right here, where she's at, it's called the Mesopotamian area. Now, y'all ready for this? Go to Genesis 2 and 14. Now, remember the two rivers. The word Mesopotamia means between the two rivers. 2 and 14. Actually, let's see. Go to 10. 2 and 10. Genesis 2 and 10. Read down to verse 15. Sorry. Can someone read 2:10 through 15?
Genesis chapter 2, verse 10. A river flowed out of Eden to water the garden, and there was it divided and became 4 rivers. 11. The name of the first is the Pishon. It is the one that flowed around the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. Verse 12. And the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and onyx stone are there. Verse 13. The name of the second river is the Gihon. It is the one that flowed around the whole land of Cush. Verse 14. The name of the third river is the Tigris, which flows east of Assyria. And the fourth river is the Euphrates. Verse 15. The Lord Yah took the man and put him in the garden of Eden to work it and keep it.
Okay. So the word Mesopotamia means between the two rivers, yes? What were those two rivers that were named?
Pishon and Gihon?
Those were two, but it was the Tigris was one.
Oh, yes, the Tigris.
And what was the other one?
Hold on, I lost it.
Verse 14.
I think I read it different. Euphrates?
Yep. You had a different one?
No. My reading was different from on the screen. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me show you guys something. I want to show you this. Oh, we're going to get to the truth of the matter. And it ain't about hate. It's about the truth. It's about facts, y'all. This is not hate. This has nothing to do with no anti-Semitism. It seems like anytime you bring out facts about anything, now look at this. Let me show y'all this. Same area.
Tigris.
Look at Ur. Y'all see Ur, the Chaldees right here
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom. Sumer or Sumeria.
Yes, Babylon.
Babylon right here. Here's the Tigris. Here's the Euphrates. Genesis 2:14. Now, let me show you something. I'm going to show y'all something. I want y'all to keep watching. I want to show you this. What was the land that was promised to Abraham? What was the full land that was promised to Abraham?
Was it Canaan land?
Canaan land. Absolutely. But he mentions in chapter 15, let's go to Genesis 15 and 18. This is good study, y'all. And I'm going to keep that picture up there. So we know Genesis 15 and 18, but we know Genesis 2 and 14 says where Adam was placed in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Amen.
Between the Tigris and the Euphrates. Now let's go to Genesis 15 and 18.
On that day, the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, to your offspring, I give this land, from the river of Egypt to the great river, the river Euphrates.
All right. That's the Tigris. Actually, the river Euphrates, that's further than the Tigris. So he says the great river in 18 of Egypt.
Egypt is over here.
You see that river, that big river right there on the left
Mm-hmm.
of that picture?
Yes.
Look at the area that he's promising in Genesis 15, 18. From this river here on the left. Can y'all
Use
see
your arrow. Use your arrow.
Okay, hold on. From this river over here, can y'all see my arrow?
A little bit, yes.
From this is the great river of Egypt, the Nile River. Now watch this when I go to the text. Watch this, y'all. I'm going to go to the text now. Get your study tool out. The great river of Egypt. I don't know if they're going to show this. Hold on. Genesis 10, and a river went out of Eden. Okay, hold on. I don't know if they're going to say, I don't know if it was named that back then. Okay, listen. They may not say it in here, but we know that that's the Nile River. Are y'all with me? That's the only great river in Egypt. It's the Nile. Like some people are in denial. Anyway. But look at this area. Y'all see that area? Hold on. Let me show this again. Because we need to understand something, family. We're not playing with this. Adam was born in this area. And let me say this. This is the African tectonic plate as well. All of this area is on the African tectonic plate. I want y'all to know that. Look that up. Now, can someone share just some thoughts? What are your thoughts about what's being shared here? Just with the scriptures I've shared so far, what are your thoughts?
I love it.
There's some people who are claiming this land. I think that doesn't belong to them.
Come on.
Come on.
Okay.
Well, I just
Well,
love
I just love
and the truth being spoken despite people's disbelief in melanin and geographical regions. I'm loving it.
I got one more for you though. I don't know if y'all ready for this, but I think y'all are. Y'all can handle this. Let me show this. This is just geography. This is just a geography class right now. But let me show you this next one. Let me show you this one. I'm gonna show y'all this because we got to keep it real. So we have Adam. So now we know that Adam and Eve, they were not European looking. Stop it. Stop that. So what I'm showing you guys right now, these are all the tectonic plates. At first, it was Pangea, and then the Great Flood disrupted all of that. There were earthquakes and all kinds of disruptions, and Pangea began to separate. Now look at this. Look at these plates. Look at this African plate right here. Look at this line. Comes all the way over here, all the way around. And look carefully when you get over here. Hold on, I'm going to take another picture of this to get it in even more. I'm going to show you guys this. Hold on, I took a picture of that. Now I took a better shot. We ain't playing tonight. Oh, yes. Now look at this corner right here. So we see this is the African plate. So notice how the Arabian plate is so small. I don't know who did that. But this entire look at all the other plates, guys. They're huge. Look at all the other plates. They're huge. They're huge. Okay, we got the Caribbean plate, the Cocos plate over here to the left.
You know, I don't know that it's so much the size of the plate, more so than the border of the African and the Arabian plate is just delicately placed right in that center region.
Israel is on the African plate. You see it on the inside here?
Oh no, yes, I see that. But it's
Oh, yeah.
right. I mean, this picture, if it was expanded more and you could see more details city-wise, street-wise, you know how
Right.
people are about boundaries and borders and property lines.
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely. Now, what they did over here in this corner where Egypt is, they put the Suez Canal. Y'all know about that, yes?
Yes,
A
for trade.
man-made canal. I'm going to show you a close-up. They're messing with the wrong one tonight. Now, can anyone share why they well, I don't want to say why, but we can get to that later. But can anyone share where, let's go with where the Suez Canal is first. This is a good picture right here. Oh, this is a good picture right here. I got a good one for y'all. Oh, we got teaching over here. Okay, I'm about to bust you. What? Okay. Now look at this. This is the Suez Canal right here. This long little line that goes all the way down. You see it, the Suez Canal, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a little separation at the top. Notice what they're separating. Got Egypt over here, Egypt over here. So they're trying to separate Egypt from the continent of Africa. Do you see that?
I see this Ismailia too.
Say again.
Ismailia. Is that
Oh, right here.
It's
Ishmael.
yeah,
Ishmael.
Ishmael.
Interesting.
Isha.
Interesting, huh? Okay. Now, let me share this. So we see, family. Let me go back to this. The Greeks. Oh, you want to source? Hold on. How do I know this? Okay, so this is a better one. Oh, this is a better one. So we got Egypt right here. Over here in the green. So from here, from the river Euphrates, we got not Euphrates, but from
the Nile River.
The Nile River in Egypt. Look at all this land, y'all. Look at all this land. And we can see that Israel is this little bitty part right here. It goes all the way over here to Tigris. No Europeans were down here until 329 BC. When what ruler, what conqueror came in 329 from Greece? Nebuchadnezzar, he was in Babylon, but Sister Mother Jones, you're right, because this ruler came against Nebuchadnezzar. But who was that ruler that came against Nebuchadnezzar? I'll give you a hint. He's from Greece.
Yeah.
Alexander.
Alexander who?
Alexander the Great. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yes. Awesome. So he came in 329 BC. And watch this. He took over all this entire area and he renamed this area Mesopotamia, which means between the two rivers. Now, if you look at the two rivers, the Euphrates and the Tigris, that's why he named it Mesopotamia.
And it even expands the two rivers.
Oh, yes. But we know this area it wasn't called Mesopotamia. It was called Bir Lahai from Ham. These are Hamites that were living in this area. Are y'all with me? These were Hittites. This is where Abraham came from. Then he went all the way over here to the left, westward, towards Egypt, to where Canaan was, to where Bir Lahai is. And he encountered people that looked just like him, and that looked just like you, and looked just like me. Not Europeans, because they didn't come until 329 BC with Alexander the Greek, and we know he renamed this Mesopotamia. Now you can look up when.
I have a question.
Oh yes.
Can you show a picture of the location of Bir Lahai on the map again in relation to these maps we're looking at?
Yep. Okay.
It is right there. I see.
So yep, it's close to the coast right here. Now look at Gaza. Y'all see Gaza right here?
Yes.
There's Gaza. Now, yeah, I know what you're asking for.
No, I can see it.
Oh, can you see? Okay.
Because that's Israel.
Oh, yes. I'm going to put modern day. Let me see if this picture. Oh, yes. Hold on.
Beer Lahairoi is where Isaac settled after he got Rebecca as a wife, and he was comforted by for his mom's death.
Yes. And that was in the land of Canaan with the Hittites.
So can you show where is Kiryat what is it, Kiryat Arba? Where wait,
Which one?
Arba is where Sarah died and she was buried. Kiryat Arba. Hold on. Did we look at that at the map? Let me go back.
No, I don't think I looked at that one.
So
How does Alex?
she was buried.
Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
Where is she buried?
Sarah
I think I have
died Arba. That is Hebron. In the land of Canaan. And then he okay, he went up to the and he asked to get property. Okay. The cave of Machpelah. Can you look for that?
Okay.
Which is in Hebron, I believe.
Okay, so Bir Lahairoi is down here. I know this is not a good picture, but you guys see this one down here by Amalek?
Yes.
Bir Lahairoi. And this shows a more detailed picture here, but the picture is not that good. So where do you want me to show? I'm sorry.
Hebron, Kiryat Arba, or the cave of Machpelah. It's somewhere in this region, I assume. I think any one of those would suffice if it's the same place.
Okay. I don't know if they're going to show the cave. I mean, they may show it, but it's not going to. Let's see.
Let me see if I can find it. Hebron images, maps.
Oh, yeah, it's going towards. I'm trying to find has multiple places. This is interesting.
So it's not far from Beersheba. It looks like it's above the Negev and it's to the right of Gaza. It's below Bethlehem and Jerusalem.
Yep.
It's to the left of the wilderness of Judah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's in the same general area of Israel.
Yeah, yep. Oh, yes. That's why, let me say this. Adam and Eve, y'all. Look, they were not European. That is not historically accurate. 15 and 18. How does it connect? So it connects because the promise to Abraham was larger than what modern day Israel is. It's a whole new area. It's a larger area than what current modern day Israel is. And so we see, so this map will show it better. The promise, Genesis 50, I'm gonna write this down here. Genesis 15, 18 promise. Hold on. See, this is the Genesis 15 and 18 promise right here. Now, this is the promise, guys, that goes. See, this is not, that's why, people want to talk about modern day Israel. No, that's not what Abba Yah promised. In Genesis 15 and 18, he promised all the way over here to the left, where this great river of Egypt, the Nile River, look at all this area. All of this area going eastward until you get to the Tigris over here.
The Euphrates.
Or Euphrates, sorry. Which is this first one. Which is where Adam and Eve were created and placed in the garden. Come on, go with me. Mm-hmm.
Can you use your pointer again to point all that out? Your pointer, you have a pointer?
Let me see if I can change it. I don't know what I'm doing. Mother John. Let me see. Mother Jones, you hanging in there with us? Thank you, sister. Mother Jones, you hanging in there with us tonight.
That's my granny lady.
Well, other people would have been like sleeping.
It sure would have.
They would have been dope. That head would have been rocking. Hold on, I'm trying to find the pointer where I can make the pointer larger.
You know where to go?
No, do you know where to go?
Try the system settings. Go to the apple at the top left.
Okay, I'm in that.
That's all I got.
Okay.
It should be in there somewhere. I'm looking for it.
Look, when I ain't looking for it, I can find it. I can find it when I don't need it. I can't find it when I need it.
So you were making a point about Israel versus what was actually promised. What was the point you were making?
Yes. So modern day Israel is just a strip. It's a strip that is so much smaller than what Yah promised to Abraham in this picture here. And so we can't even call modern day so-called Israel, we can't even call that Israel. We can't call it what Yah promised, because he promised from the Nile to the Euphrates. And again, I wish I had my pointer larger, but Israel is just a strip on the coast. It's small. Here, let me put up a modern day Israel photo.
So then, what part is Palestine covering then? Before Israel came and took over all this area.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back
So
to
I'm gonna go back to last.
couple weeks ago's lesson. Remember I showed y'all those pictures of when they changed Palestine, the name of Israel, the name of Palestine to Israel?
Yeah, I was trying to compare what was Palestine and what was promised by Yah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show you. I'm trying to get a picture of. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Okay, that was a good picture, but it's blurry. Hold on. Okay, I got one. Hopefully it's not blurry. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Give me a second here. I'm gonna pull it up. All right. So, all right, family. Here we go. Okay, sister. So see this. So see where it says Egypt over here in the green to the left?
Yes, I see that.
You see that?
See that?
See this
Yes.
river? See this river right here?
River
That's
right
blue?
here. That's blue.
Yes.
This now. This is
Now,
what
this
Yah
is what
promised
Yah
from here.
promised from here.
Here, sis, I'm gonna turn
Here,
your
sis,
mic
I'm gonna
on
turn
real
your mic
quick.
on real quick.
Okay, so this is what Yah promised in Genesis 15 and 18. All the way from this Nile River, all the way across. See this river, this first one where it says Iraq in the yellow? See Iraq in the yellow right here? The Nile all the way
Yeah.
down. The Nile goes look at this, all the way down past the Persian Gulf, all the way down here. Look at this purple of Israel right here. That's not the promised land. Not according to Genesis, not what he gave Abraham. And this little bit of yellow inside of this purple right here, that's Gaza. Y'all see that? You see how large that landmass is from the Nile to the Euphrates? That's nothing like what Israel looks like. That's not the promise over there, what they got today. That's not the promised land. What did Lauryn Hill say? You got to come again. Come again. Now, y'all see that? Now, I'm going to show you this.
Did he
Real
promise
quick,
us
real
the
quick.
Euphrates and the Tigris?
show the Euphrates and the Tigris.
Did he promise us the Euphrates and the Tigris?
The
Two?
land from the
land around
Euphrates
it.
to the Euphrates. No.
Okay.
The land from Nile River, Egypt,
Yeah. Mhm.
all the way over to the Euphrates, which is the river before. I sent the picture to the
Okay. Now let me show you one more. Genesis 15 and 18. The great river of Egypt. Now look. Look at Israel right here. In the white. That's not the promised land. That ain't Genesis 15 and 18. You see that?
The white says Jewish settlements, Israeli land. It's
Yep.
Jewish settlements and Israeli occupied land.
Mm-hmm. Look at the years down there. See how Palestine is shrinking? It's getting even smaller. That's not the promised land, family. This is not Genesis 15 and 18.
It's really only a small portion of it. And now, and the Palestinians who are already there, man.
Oh, we going in on this. Oh, you're
What ancient area is this? In the ancient times, what area is this?
You talking about this area here?
Yes.
So when we talk about,
can you go back to the other map?
This is Canaan.
Yeah.
This is Canaan, y'all. This is hold on, let me see.
Yeah, go back to one of those maps. Yeah. Right
This
here.
is Canaan.
That's
see this red little, oh look, I don't know what I did.
That's it though.
Yeah. Oh look, you see that? It got big.
No.
You didn't see it?
No, sir.
It did get big. Why? I'm gonna try to get it again. You see it? Anyway, right there. Yep. That's Canaan. This little strip right here, Canaan.
But what was Canaan was our land at one time too, right?
When? You mean when?
I'm not sure.
When Moses and Joseph took over and they went in to the land.
Well, no, they dwelt so they got the promised land. Excuse me. We got the promised land when Moses finally, like Sister Ben said, went in to the promised land. But before that, no. This was the Canaanite, Ham's land. Remember all those Girgashites, the Hivites, the Hittites, all those people, those were their land. And these people came from Ham, which look like us, but they're not the people of Yah.
No, they're not.
And this is why we got to cut out with all this, color nonsense. Because just because we have the same complexion doesn't mean you my brother in the faith or sister in the faith. And we know they're not, because Abraham didn't want his son Isaac to marry a Hittite or a Hamite.
Can you look up something map wise, since we doing this geography right now?
Yep.
Where did the ark land? in which everyone was dispersed from. I just want to see that point of origin, because we understand that the Garden of Eden was here. And we also understand the flood wiped out the entire nation. So I'm just curious as to.
They said it landed on Mount Ararat. And that's north of Ur. I can show, let me see.
Yeah, can you show that, please? Because then that disbursement happened again. Ham, Shem, and Japheth. We know some went in one direction, the other, and that melanin. It's I don't know. I'm just curious.
Oh, no doubt. Y'all like the geography, huh?
It's important.
Yep. You like it?
Yeah, good stuff.
Blessings. So Mount Ararat, somewhere around in here.
Nineveh, Assyria. Oh, okay.
Here's Ur down here. Here's the Euphrates.
And the Tigris.
And the Tigris. So it's north of the Euphrates and Tigris.
So Ham went further down. Shem kind of settled right here in Mesopotamia, and Japheth went the other way and got light skin. All right.
Okay. Notice where Syria is in reference to Babylon. This is Nebuchadnezzar down here. And here's Assyria up here. So Assyria came in first, swooped down on, look, it's called Palestine on this one too. Syria came in first and swooped down. Then Babylon came in.
Where does it say Palestine? Sorry.
Down here to the left.
Oh, right here. Phoenicia.
The bottom. Yeah.
Israel, Judah.
All right, family. Man, this was an awesome study. We're going to have to continue in our geography studies, guys. I love it. I love this. Man, I had some books that I wanted to read also out of. If you don't have this book called From Babylon to Timbuktu by Rudolph Windsor.
Yeah, I love that book.
Got it.
Yep. And then there's another guy. This one is called The Ancient Black Hebrews and Arabs. A lot of times we think Arabs were originally how they look today, but they look just like us, y'all. Okay, this is by Anu and Bantu. And Gert Mueller together.
I think we never get to see they never put the Arabs on in the media that are the ones that are living maybe in the more rural areas and darker skin. You never see those.
Mm-hmm. No. This one is Black Sumer. Or Sumeria. These people from Sumeria. Okay. Which is very important because this is the area where the Nile and the Euphrates are. And I have it on one of my maps. I'm going to show it to you. Sumeria. It's right here. See where the Ur of Chaldees is down here?
Mm-hmm.
Just go right above that in red, Sumer.
It's next to it. It's to the left of Ur.
Yep. And this is called Black Sumer. Okay. I'm telling you. So this is the area where Adam and Eve were created, y'all. This is the area. This is where they were.
Is Mount Ararat near Babylon?
Yes, it's north of Babylon. See where we see up here where it says Ariat Mountain?
Oh, there it is. Right here.
Yep. And here's Babylon down here.
And the ark is on Mount Ararat. Landed on Mount.
Well, it was there, I think, when the
Area.
flood came, that's where it was.
Yeah, when the waters receded.
Now look up here where in this yellow, where it says Haran. Okay, Euphrates goes all the way up here. Tigris does also. Haran is where Abraham was also. Brother Kevin put something in the chat. You click on it. Hopefully it'll come up for us. But you want to click on that. Brother Kevin, what is that? Clicked on it. It said Google Press.
Yeah, mine too. I don't know if that link was.
Or was it?
Black Arabs today that are hidden from the media.
Oh, that's not coming up.
Images of black Arabs that are hidden that they don't show in the media.
Oh, it didn't
Yeah.
come.
You gotta have a.
If you guys are in the same room and logged onto different computers, if you just turn the volume down on one device, then we won't get the feedback.
This is a good pick right here. All right, family. Boy, this was a good study tonight. I had to stop with Abraham when he wanted to bury his wife, Sarah, in the land of Canaan, and doing that whole study of what was happening in that land after Abraham buried his wife, after he passed, after he died. Yes. Oh, yes. All right, y'all. Well, Shabbat Shalom. We will see each other next week on Shabbat at 10 a.m. I'm looking forward, and I will have this book here, and I'll have some questions from tonight. And so everybody will be able to participate to get this free gift, which is really a good book. It shows the Shemites. How do we know? What skull shape tells us, what the nose tells us, what the mid and lower face tells us, what bumps and grooves on the skull tell us, the conclusions of other ancient Israelites, the conclusions of others on ancient Israelites. Very good book. Yep. All right, fam. Blessings. And Shabbat Shalom to you.
Shabbat Shalom, Lila Tov.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Mother. Thanks for hanging with us, Mother Jones.
Shabbat Shalom, Granny Lady.
Good night now.